So up next, ladies and gentlemen, we have an enchanting panel discussion on retail tomorrow, trends shaping the next decade. And the panel will be handled under the guidance of Mr. Kumar Rajagopalan and our final panel peers into the future, discussing AI, omnichannel flair, sustainable business models, and customer-first retail strategies. The highlights of this panel will be emerging tech from AR try-on-ones to smart inventory, sustainability as a core, not side investment, how digitally native startups and fabric-based businesses will reshape experiences. To talk more on this topic, let's call the panelists on the stage for this session, beginning with Ms. Aarti Raghuram, founder, Dega. Guru Kirti Gurunathan, co-founder and CTO, Carrot Lane. Mr. Jagdish Kumar, founder and CEO of the Indus Valley. Ms. Kiru Maikapillai, founder and CEO, The Divine Foods. Mr. Pratik Shah, CEO and founder, Specs Makers Opticians. Mr. Surender S. Raj Purohit, founder of Terms. And Mr. Vinod Ramakannan, founder and CEO of Spinta Digital. Can I please have the entire panelists on the stage? Along with our moderator, Mr. Kumar Rajagopalan, who is also the CEO of Retailers Association of India. I now request Mr. Kumar Rajagopalan to please take over the panel discussion.
Thinking caps on? Yes? No? Not really? Yes? Thank you so much. We've got a very young panel here. We've got a set of people who kind of redefining the way retail is getting done. And it's my pleasure to be able to talk to all of these guys who kind of recreating something that we'd never have thought possible a few years before. The panel is only going to be nice and lively if many of you also have questions. So I'm going to kind of reverse the process at some point, because I want more people to ask questions if there are any. If there is none, then I know how many questions to ask them, so not to worry about that at all. We've got about, it's already saying time's up. Okay. So now it's saying 11, 10, 15, 11, okay. We've got a few minutes left with us. So having said that, I quickly want everybody to introduce themselves so that it becomes easy for all of you to relate to them. Some of you may know the brand, some of you may not know the brand, but I will take the opportunity to make sure that we can connect with them. And when we allow this to be open for you to question, do tell whom you are asking the questions to, so that they know that it's meant for them. Is that okay with everybody? Yes, I'll try and make sure that all of you can ask them questions if there is enough time. So thank you so much. So we've got Guru here from a not so well-known brand called Carrot Lane. How many of you bought from Carrot Lane in this room? How many of you know about Carrot Lane as a brand? So Guru, you've got a huge market left now.
Yeah.
So you know that quite a lot of them have bought, but you also know that lots more know about your brand. So half the job is done. Please.
All right, thank you very much. This is my first time at Chennai Retail Summit, so thanks for having me here. I come from a brand called Carrot Lane. Most of you know about it. It's a Tata Group company. I'm one of the co-founder and CTO. So we started way back in 2008 and about 17 years back. Started in Chennai. I am also born and brought up in Chennai, so proud to be having today we are a global brand operating from Chennai. It's something which is I am proud of, and the team is also very proud of. So good to be here. I am planning to share some insights and learn a lot from these fellow panelists also today.
Thank you, Guru. We've got Aarti with us. Aarti's got a brand called Dega. It's basically coming from a word called Degam, right? So Aarti, do you want to talk to us about the brand? And you are free to ask them questions currently.
So very good evening. I'm Aarti Raghuram, creator of Dega. Dega is a purposeful brand. We started to bridge the gap between taking ancient wisdoms to the modern world. So we started to solve a smaller problem, pimples and acne. But today we see people buy Dega products for lifestyle, for how transparent we are and for how much results it can provide. So we started very small in a tier 3 city, Erode. Today we are selling across the globe. We have customers spread across the globe, and also we started with one single member team. Today we have 150 plus employees who are working with the same vision. And the proud thing is we have the 95% are women employees, and they all putting equal love and care into the product as much as I do. Thank you.
Thank you. We've got Kiru with us, and Kiru's got the Divine Foods. Kiru, do you want to talk to us about what made you create what you created?
Okay, so good evening, everyone. The Divine Foods is I'm the founder of the Divine Foods. We started the brand around 2019. So the idea of the Divine Foods is, I did my MBA in University of Massachusetts in US. So when I was in US, I saw the native products from different countries in the shelves. For example, I used to see this Manuka honey, which is a popular honey over in New Zealand, but it's like almost every in all the supermarkets. It has its own health benefits, and it was selling almost like 4x than the normal price. So I was wondering, we used to talk about the native traditional food of India, like every 100 kilometers, the food habits changes, the culture changes, etc. But each and every food from each region of Tamil Nadu has a unique characteristics. For example, we started with turmeric. So my native is Salem, so we started with the turmeric. So that's the name Divine Foods. So we used to start with the turmeric for all the auspicious thing. So that's the reason for the name the Divine Food. So we started turmeric. The whole idea is, so right now we want to make the superfoods affordable at the same time easy to use. When we started, our first product is turmeric. When we started selling the turmeric, people were not sure how to use the product, or rather than adding it in the sabji or something more than that, there is not much usability. So we created a value-added product called Golden Milk. Golden Milk is nothing but turmeric, black pepper, etc. We can mix it with milk and drink. That's the whole idea. So right now we have almost 35 SKUs, and we are in 5 countries right now. So we are scaling it up in retail right now. Thank you.
5 countries. So very, very interesting. How many of you have known Pratik from before? Pratik Shah? So I'm told there's a big fan following of Pratik in this place. So that's why I asked. So Spec Makers is like one of those brands that everybody knows. Anybody in this room who does not know Spec Makers? Bach gaya.
That's very
now,
kind.
Pratik, you get a chance to talk.
Hi, good evening, everybody. I mean, it's a pleasure to be here, and always an honor to, get Kumar sir as a moderator. And Chennai retail has been very close to my heart. Been coming here for the last 10, 12 years since inception, since I've been growing our brand, and Chennai being my home city. Love to answer questions anybody has on retail, and that's the only thing that I know is retail, and would love to answer any questions people have around retail. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Pratik. We've also got Vinod with us. Vinod is the man who helps everybody go digital. So Vinod, you want to take it further from there? Yeah. So he's got a company called Spinta Digital.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Vinod, founder of Spinta Digital. We are a marketing agency and a creative agency. So we help businesses build their brand, scale their brand, and go towards their growth journey. And we've been working with different kinds of customers and who are into retail, who are into D2C, and it's been a great journey. So thanks.
Thank you, Vinod. We've got Surendra. Surendra handles a brand called Terms. He created this brand, which has got some very unique proposition. But I'd allow for Surendra to talk to us.
Hello, everyone. This is Surendra Singh Rajpurohit. I drove all the way from Bangalore to attend this, and I really love the energy in this room. And I think, I should be visiting more whenever this kind of event happens in Chennai. I started falling in love with Chennai.
Well done.
So,
how many of you now want to try Terms if you've not already tried? 1, 2, 3. Come on, Chennai, show some heart. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15, 20. Okay, go on.
Okay, super. So, this terms, we call it intelligent apparel. And the very common question which is being asked, okay, what is so intelligent about it? And, every year we are adding one more technology. So this intelligence is only increasing, not only from anti-stain when we say fearless white shirts and pure cotton. We started now 30-day no-wash jeans for travelers. Then we introduced 7-day no-smell socks for travelers. So then we have now jackets, we have linen shirts. Now when I was roaming around in Chennai, I think the linen shirt market, I was telling my team, now just double down on linen shirts, we are in Chennai. So that way, so we are doing all the research, what people have, thought of that, yes, I need this. When we say intelligent means, there has to be something there which actually pulls you, rather than in marketing more than pushing. So whenever we produce any or invent anything, it has to be a pull from the market. When we say pure cotton shirt, if any coffee spills on you, will you, buy a shirt which repels this? People should say yes, then only we say yes to those products. Second, we have gone through a cycle of D2C, where we will speak more. But I think we are proud, one of the brand where our 85% of our business is on our own website. And more than 70% is prepaid. That's the kind of, respect and belief after we were on Shark Tank when MS Dhoni name came along and he's been our loyal customer. So, this journey has been fantastic and I would love to share more about it in the course of time.
I think people are too stunned currently. He gave two data which did not get any claps. One is that 85% of his business is happening from his own website, not through marketplaces. It's not an easy job, and I'm sure Santosh will tell us that it's not easy also. Yeah, right, Santosh? Vinod will tell us because of the fact, Vinod will tell us, because of the fact that 85% own website, very, very tough. Okay. The other thing is, of course, I thought all of you will hear Tala's name and immediately go into a different frenzy. Not enough Tala fans here, is it? so unless, of course, all of you are very tired by now. So anyway, we'll try and make sure that you can come back. And sorry for saying Santosh. I was feeling too happy, and there's a Santosh sitting amongst us whom I want to ask questions to. So I've kind of already earmarked him. My brain is thinking Santosh when I'm talking to you. So we've also got Santosh here, which I got reprimanded a few minutes before for something. Santosh, you want to say hello to everybody? So anybody has heard about a brand called Kolapasi? Okay, sir. Meet pannunga, correct? Right. Everybody seems to know you. So you've got Santosh here who's created this brand called Kolapasi. So although he's not officially on this panel, we may ask you a few questions also at some point if it's okay with you. Yeah. So thank you so much. Now, each one of you started a business with a thought in your mind, thinking that this is a market that I want to handle, and then you've been able to do whatever you've done. So what is that one customer trend that you believe will make your brand do well? So we'll start off with Guru.
I think, see, the times have changed since we started. I mean, I was saying it was 2008, but just like Surendra, right, 85% or 90% was online. That is how we started, and eventually we realized for the scale and growth, retail has to be the reality, and then it became a retail-favored approach. There were two business channels. We realized that, for us to grow together, then it has to be one channel together. That's when Omnichannel came in. So as technology or the concept business model was evolving, business started growing also. I think the trend that definitely along with, because I'm a technology believer in that, there's a lot of personalization is one thing I feel that it has to be the need of our, for a category, at least for us. Because there were days when the traditional jeweler knows the family in and out. That is how the jewellery was being sold. So you need to know the customer, their generations and so on, and people come to the home and sell jewellery. How do we do that as a brand? To know about the customer inside out and feel that it is so personalized to their taste, to their comfort, to all their preferences across India, be available. So that's the challenge. I feel that it's a trend, that while there are a lot of things that have come as a solution, but still nothing is scalable as such to know n equal to one type of a personalization. The other thing I feel is, as a category, as a product, it has to be a try-on type of a product, which means you should be able to be available across the world, but still be able to try and see how the product is going to look like. So there, the technology plays a very big role as a trend. I think that is one thing that we would want to do, but we want to do it perfectly, so we've not done anything recently, but we were the first one to launch a virtual try-on product for earrings. This was way back in 2015. It was a little ahead of its time, so the solution was a little rudimentary, but we were able to get footfalls into the stores, and because the stores has a limited capacity and the shelf space is also limited, and hence thousands of earrings, how can one try, is a problem that we started to solve. So that's a journey that we will, I think, as a trend, and eventually personalization and try-on for our category matters a lot in the upcoming times.
That's nice and that's revealing. Some of you may remember that at the start of the day I talked about a PAVE, and personalization was the first thing that I spoke. And although we've not specifically discussed it, it started with personalization as a methodology there. So thank you for this. Aarti, in your opinion, what are the things that will keep us going? What makes customers buy what they're buying from you?
So I'll start with when Surinder said 80% of the thing, you would have seen me, I was clearly nodding because we are like a 7-year-old brand now. For the first 6.5 years, we were only available on our website, and we made big money there only on our website. And only in the recent times, we have made ourselves available on all the marketplaces, the speed commerce and all that. So I would say the trend that's going to, why we have come to marketplaces and quick commerce is because people want Dega everywhere. They want it to be accessible. They're sitting in tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, anywhere. They want this, they want it just like that. They want it fast. So speed is something that's going to control the future. So how fast you deliver, how quick they can get the product. So accessibility is one thing that I would say. And one thing that has made Dega grow is transparency. So when we started the market, I didn't find the market being transparent with what goes inside the product. So I would even say we were educating the customers on what they are using and what goes into the product. Now I would say transparency is no more a USP. Transparency has become the ethics of the brand, is what I see. That's how we sell our products. So that has driven us, within 7 years, we have become one of the top brands in India. And particularly one example would be our beetroot lip balm. While whole of the Indian market were selling the foreign things like cranberry and blueberry on lip balms, we introduced beetroot into our product because beetroot is known to be used in our Indian kitchens, where the mothers will simply slice a piece of it and ask you to apply it on the lips. I would say most of them would have associate with that. So when we introduced beetroot into our lip balm, within 2 to 3 years, it became Google's most searched lip balm. And thank you. And today I see a lot of brand who's starting skincare. Right now I'm speaking, there'll be someone opening an Instagram page on skincare and they would have a beetroot lip balm with them. And I have an advantage on it because when they search on Google and they end up they would search beetroot lip balm, but they'll end up in our website because we have the highest rating any other skincare doesn't have. Thank you.
At some point, they'll search for beetroot and get to your brand.
Yeah, it happens. You go to Swiggy to order 1 kg of beetroot and you land up in beetroot lip balm.
Yeah, so it could happen. So thank you so much. So Kiru, what do you think makes, you did talk about the uniqueness of products. You talked about turmeric from Salem, but you also, when we were discussing initially, talked about various other products that you believe can be brought out there to customers and there is consumption capability. Can you take us further on this?
Sure. So the one product which I would say, so the whole idea as I said, when the golden milk is an initial hit for us. So what we later found out was, we created a category there called milk mixes, like a kind of native milk mixes. To be precise, for kids normally, for adults, for example, normally you'll be having tea coffee. Even here you will be having a tea coffee. In case of kids, there will be like Boost, Horlicks, or just the plain milk. That's the only option which they had before when we launched this product. So we launched the product called this golden milk, and then we created the category called native milk mixes. So we launched a product called Partipal. Partipal is some cotton seed actually. We freeze dried it and made it in a powder format. You just need to mix it with milk and drink. So that is
people mix parthi pal with milk, is it?
no, it's a cotton
It's
seed.
pal-
We dry it and
cotton
make
seed
it.
milk.
It's a kind of substitute for a Boost Horlicks.
Wow.
So in case of a Boost Horlicks, it's high sugary drink. This has a palm sugar, etc.
Yeah.
So it's a low glycemic product. So that is like 80. So as Surendra was saying, more than 85 to 90% of our revenue comes from our own website. In that, 80 to 90% comes from very few products, 2-3 products, the cash cow products. That is one of our products. But the problem right now, what we are facing is, so usually what happened before, like before 3-4 years, is customer used to go order in the website, and if the product is not reaching them for more than 3 or 4 days, they used to give a call. I ordered before 3 days, I didn't get a product. Recently we got a call. He's a Gen Z guy. He called me around at 2 p.m. He said, I ordered the product, I still didn't get it. So when did you order? I ordered it at 11 a.m. So he ordered at 11 a.m. and he was expecting at 2 p.m. So that's the problem which we are facing. So next thing is obviously the quick commerce. There is no other option which we have. So we are scaling it up in quick commerce right now.
Great. Some of you were there in the morning. I talked about fast. Here it is, fast. So customers want personalization. They want it fast. The other parts of the accuracy, you did talk about the fact that customers need to see some transparency. So accuracy again is important. So we are on there. We are on the track. Not because we discussed earlier, but I'm seeing that there's a trend out there of people who are successful. Pratik, you are very, very well known. Obviously, everybody in this place knows you. But I'm sure it's something of a mission that you've started to whatever it is that you're doing. So what is that mission, and why do you think you would be on the right track 7, 8, 9 years hence?
So I think there was no mission when I started. I was an accidental entrepreneur, right?
That's honesty.
I think, yeah. So there was a store opening. My dad had a hypertensive stroke. I was working with Morgan Stanley, had to come sit in the shop, fell in love with retail in the first 90 days. But I think what I have seen over the last 2005 till almost 20 years now, I've been spending time in retail. I think that I've never seen two similar customers of the same time. It's like everything will be same, but the aspiration will be slightly different. So consumers today mindset is changing in terms of what they want, why they want, how they want, where they want. If it's not available in your store, can you show it to me online? If I don't have a red color instead of a blue, can I try it online? If it's not available in this store, can you send it to my house? So the demand for the consumer is infinite. That is never going to be satisfied. But the avenues for the consumer are also becoming many now. Like first it only used to be neighborhood shops, then it became organized retail, then it became e-commerce, then it became marketplace, then it became home shopping, then it became television shopping like a Naptol and all that stuff. Now it's become quick commerce. So more and more the consumer gets avenues, the more and more the consumer is becoming lazy but wants the world. Right? So I think you have to adapt in a way that you're not left behind. I think one of the biggest mistakes that we made was always thinking that the category that we are in is always going to be a category that is retail first and online second. But still, it has become retail first and online second. So, I mean, obviously people sell 85, 90%, we sell less than 2% online. But 98% of our customers are discovered online who want to come to the nearest store. So, online is not only a selling platform, but a discovery platform. They want to know what are the Google reviews, what is the collection. I mean, they want to know, the consumer is much aware about your brand, your product, your offering before he enters the store. So, there's no more fooling around with the customer. Yeah.
Thank you. In fact, we had a summit in Guwahati a few days before, and we were talking to some of the retailers there. And the one thing that came out very strongly was many of the retailers were saying, in a place like Guwahati, okay, this is like really east of India, and they are saying that customers come into the store fully aware of what they want, and they have already done all their discovery phase of shopping online. And so their footfalls are falling, but the ticket size of customers is increasing, and they are able to show growth because customers who are now coming in are shopping with a purpose. At least that's what they told me.
The store has become a transaction place.
It's become a transaction place. Is that what many of you in retail also see? That your footfalls are falling, but your total business is actually increasing?
No, I wouldn't say that.
No?
I mean saying you can get more footfalls by having a digital presence so that you can get more customers to the store.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. So you're saying that the digital presence is required for them to come in. Absolutely. So, but in Guwahati, that was a kind of a revelation for me, that he said that when a customer comes, they know exactly what they want and they are going in and buying. Then, of course, they add on a lot of things. So by the time the customer's gone out, they have bought a whole lot without originally planning for it. So that is the beauty that I think they have gone out with. Vinod, the things that you think are the basis for your business to exist.
See, for me, we are a marketing agency, as I said, so we work with multiple different brands, right? So what we get to know is like what's working for different industries, different verticals. So we kind of try and see what's working on one and try to adopt it for other businesses as well. So since, as I said, like we are working with a lot of D2C brands, a lot of e-commerce brands, retail brands. So for us, it's more about learning, like say for example, like a campaign works really well for a particular industry or for a particular brand. So we kind of see how to adopt that for the other brands to make sure that they are growing. Because most of the companies that work with us are predominantly startup founders and people who are in the scale-up stage and who are looking to scale their brand to the next level, right? So when you have to go from a certain level to the next level, that's a big leap that is required, and that's where we kind of focus on being on the edge of things. And today, if you see, there's a lot of things happening, right? Like with AI and all the extensive data analytics you have and everything. But having all those in place, at the same time, as you said, having that personalization and human touch is always important. So whatever I heard from everyone, they had their story, which is the story that people need to know. They're not buying a product just for a product, but also because of the people behind the product these days. So I think enhancing that is also very important.
So in your opinion, if somebody's got a retail brand to showcase digitally, what are the 2 or 3 things that they should keep in mind?
See, one is definitely have a great website. When your website is there, you need to make sure that you're going to be spending a lot of money bringing people into your website, right? So you want to make sure that you have all the conversion elements there. Like when somebody comes to your website, at least get their data. Suppose a WhatsApp data or any data, and get them on an automation, give them certain offers or give them more value about your product. So one is definitely having those in place, because there is a lot of websites there. People start running Instagram campaigns and everything. People come to the website. The traffic might be more, but the conversions are very less. So today the end goal is the conversions, and the only metric people are talking about is like return on ad spend and how is that ROI on digital spends going. So it's important to have those metrics, try out certain things, see which creators are working well, and kind of double down on that. So I think I would focus more on the conversion rate optimization on the website, which is highly neglected by a lot of people. So it's directly like, okay, I put this ad, it worked. I put this ad, it didn't work. But what happens in between that entire channel is where we need to focus on.
Okay. Thank you so much. From the point of view of terms, Surinder, you are into precision products almost. You're creating new products, innovation products. So what makes you believe that there is longevity getting created?
You know, in this, when we talk of innovation, a lot of innovation happened in many fields, which includes your computer, rocket science. I think the area where less innovation happened, but also the commercialization of innovation was the challenge. They say innovation is good, but if you're not able to monetize, then innovation is of no use.
Correct.
So, you know, we are at a stage where we are trying to collect all the innovation which happened in apparel field or textile, and we are enhancing it with more sustainable angle to it, like adding a lot of plant-based and red aloe vera and stuff which they have not done. It is not that we are reinventing everything, but we are enhancing from a sustainable point of view and using something which people will love to wear it. I think in this apparel industry, now this innovation is, people are seeing it because they are able to relate it. It started, you know, for a long time back when you have anti-crease, anti-iron, or
anti-iron, non-iron.
Okay, non-iron kind of. You know, that was a rage, but you know, suddenly it faded out.
Correct.
But I think, you know, when because that was only a top coat. You know, the day you get that technology embedded into the threads, and with sustainable, and you know, it becomes, because in clothing your touch and feel is the thing. You know, anti-stain, when people used to do, it used to be very stiff. And you know, the kind of t-shirt which I'm wearing is my softest t-shirt in my wardrobe. That kind of innovation which we have done, that people will say, wow. You know, so this innovation is now catching up. Now the clothing industry, which is growing up by 6 to 7 CAGR kind of percentage, the only growth is coming up from the intelligence part of it, which is functional, everything. They say now, I wear clothes not only to just look good, but also this cloth should work for me. If I'm wearing a shirt which should not have, it should be odorless from morning till evening. It is working. I am not paying something huge amount extra, but if it is working extra, so this kind of innovations will go on. I want to also touch upon an innovation which we are very, very excited and we are working on. And I think for the audience also, as you said, we have to give some interesting stuff.
Yeah. I mean,
So
we also have to sell a bit.
yeah.
So sometimes we have to sell.
So people have not heard of fabric which is a self-moisturizing fabric. Okay, and it really works. There's one more fabric which is.
So what does self-moisturizing do?
Sorry.
What does it do if it self-moisturizes?
It has, when they make threads, they use, instead of more chemicals, there are plant-based, castor oil kind of stuff, which is anti-odor by far extent. You can, like the socks which we have 7 days no smell, not even a single drop of chemical goes into it. It's a US patented technology.
So it's order-free for 7 days?
7 days.
Okay.
So that is.
And I'm told you're wearing the same jeans for 30 days.
Yeah.
So you can wear the same jeans for 30 days. Right. Just imagine the amount of water you saved. I mean, frankly, sustainability is a big thing for most of us. All of us keep talking about why garments suck up a whole lot of water and energy and resources. But if you can wear the same jeans for 30 days and not fall ill, that's big.
No, it is. And those who want to travel light. Yeah. And also, technology which, it's a patented technology, 7 patents in US, use a technology in which we are making a t-shirt which will solve your back pain, reduce your muscle pain. And it is not gimmick, because when we talk about American medical science backed, and when you sit and in your car or a chair, the moment your t-shirt touches, it takes your body heat to resolve your muscle pain, back pain.
Wow.
That's the kind of technology we are talking about.
Thank you. So there is a whole lot of capability out here. I didn't know that garments could go through this level of innovation. So thanks, Surinder, for this. I'm sure a few people are inclined to look at what you're selling. There is one question around technology and AI and adoption that I want to ask the panel, for sure. Starting with Guru, of course. Guru is sitting here for technology, so the Guru of technology. But before that, if there are questions in anybody's minds here on the panel, there's a whole lot. Nice. Okay, so should we get that questions asked, or should I ask the technology question first?
Open up to the floor. Let's ask them.
One question I'll finish and then I'll come to you. It's easier. AI. So much is being spoken about for AI. Guru, I'll ask you, how are you using AI? Is it useful at all? As a retailer, what are the various things that you are experimenting? And I'll kind of pass this on to various people. Whoever can tell me how you are using AI for the betterment of your business, we are keen to listen to. Is that okay? Yeah? Okay.
I think 5 years back, if you say Omnichannel, everybody will be able to resonate with it. And today, no conference is complete without talking about AI. So as it's the next wave. You all know about it. A lot of applications of it, personal applications as well as for the business as well. So there are quite a few. Maybe I want to give opportunity for others, but there can be an overlapping use cases in across the businesses. One particular problem which is important for us is about knowing, because there's a lot of people browse our website. Like Pratik was saying, a lot of discovery happens on the website. More than 90% happens over there. How do we, and we have a limited capacity to deal with those customers, because personalization is anyways not at an n equal to 1. So there is a capacity available with us with which we can actually talk to customers and convert them. But whom to talk to and convert them. So that is a very interesting and important problem to solve, because these people who are like footfalls coming into the store, and you have limited, let's say, salesman capacity, whom do you address and target? So that is a problem that we are trying to solve using AI, and it is helping us. And it is a never-ending problem. It is something which is an evergreen, because when you have lakhs of sessions and you have conversions happening in thousands, then how do you actually address the right set of people and target them? there are mass targeting that one can do, obviously using email campaigns and other nudges on the website and the apps. I'm specifically talking about human interaction, because as a category for us it's important to be able to talk to somebody, give them the comfort, and be able to make the right selling decisions also. So AI is used in the prospect analysis and identifying the intent of the user and helping them to do the conversion.
Oh, very nice. So prospect and the ability to analyze and make sure that your interaction happens more intelligently is being used. One, Pratik, you wanted to say something.
I think, yeah, I mean, I am an ardent fan of AI, and I have taken up a post-graduation course now in AI. So I'm actually enrolled in it, because as founders and CEOs, it's very difficult for us to take out time, but this is one course that I'm doing, which is like learning everything for AI in retail, right? So in our office, at least, we have a task every week. Any of the employees has to bring out a new AI tool and implement it.
Wow.
Yeah, so like we on ChatGPT we use Runway, Midlife. It's not the normal ChatGPT you ask questions. Then on Perplexity we try to use what other tools. So anything that we do on social media that you see on our website now is AI generated. We have stopped paying models. We've stopped paying, unfortunately, to people to come do photo shoots. We just upload our product images. It gives us a 360-degree view. We've like spent on AI. It's not very expensive. It's like $2 to $3 an image to generate a 360-degree view. We've started using AI for creating video shoots. We started using AI for creating product landing pages. We've started using AI for generating SMS blasts to consumers. So it's a learning curve for us. I would say we only know 1% of it. But the more and more I get into it, the more and more it reduces time to execute. So the biggest fear of AI is my team over there itself, that will they become redundant tomorrow. So it said if you don't learn it fully, you will not be required.
Correct.
So it's better that we start learning and be adaptive rather than, because it's so amazing to see the time it takes. Like, the time it takes for us to create PowerPoint presentations, to create L&D, learning and development modules for the staff. Everything is AI generated in the company right now. So we have told that whatever it is, let it be foolish, but let's use AI.
Very nice. So thank you very much. It is. I think when it comes to learning, it comes from the top, and I love the fact, Pratik, that you yourself gone in and got trained to come back and talk to the rest of the people.
So I do a course every Saturday, Sunday. I have to spend 3 hours. I have to go on that online course. It's getting back to school.
There's a huge amount of lesson to learn from that. So thank you for this. Son?
Yeah. When our brand, actually we were struggling with lot of pin codes which we were far east, northeast kind of, and we were doing all manual work. Our team members, they all sat, and today we have an AI tool which actually flags us all the orders which will have either the wrong pin codes or even a history with the database that this customer has a history or CIBIL rating of highest or probable returns or RTOs. And this is being done by a lot of shipping tools or courier companies. Now this AI is embedded in them, and we are using those tools. So when we get an order, sometimes you get a red flag, then our CRM team actually calls and, okay, what is the issue? Because these are the things which are very small things, but actually when it hits your bottom line. For example, assigning a right courier partner for a right region or a specific state where they are good. But if you assign a wrong courier, you may have less chances or maybe delayed, which may happen for a RTO kind of thing. So what happens is these small tools actually helps a lot, and we have tried that how much of AI we can put in, which will have even small impact, but when you quantify it and on a scale, it gives a lot of impact.
Amazing. In your estimate, what could be the kind of saving that you must have done thanks to using AI like this?
Okay.
Wrong delivery or guaranteed return delivery it is in some cases, right?
So, on our brand, normal RTO is RTO plus return. We goes close to 30% also in, but between 25 to 30. We are today operating at 17% both. RTO is our 9% only.
Wow. So that's quite a bit. I do know
it
that
helped a lot.
The first thing that people tell me when they have to go online and sell is that I just can't take care of the returns. and then it's RTO is like even worse.
So RTO is actually killer because you know
Yeah.
return can be of many other reasons.
Correct.
Your size,
Yeah,
color.
you're learning something from
yeah.
it.
But RTO is a you know you got an order.
You're just shooting in
Yeah,
the
you're
dark.
shooting
It
in
means
dark.
nothing.
So if you are able to reduce RTO, you still save a good amount of money.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Vinod, you want to say something?
Yeah, I just wanted to quickly tell, like Pratik said, right, we've actually started using a lot of AI for a lot of our clients, and it's actually big time saver, and it's extremely fast, and it's a lot more cost effective. So I think images, I'm glad that our founder is doing so much, but you know, like we as an agency, we've started using a lot of AI now to generate content, to generate images. Now the recent launch, Google Veo 3 got launched in India like 10 days or 11 days back. And that is even more amazing. The kind of videos that you get to make in that, you can actually make a full-fledged video film in that, and it's actually really good. I mean, you'll start, probably even in the cine industry, you'll start watching movies which are completely generated in AI very soon. So I think the power is immense.
Thank you. There were 2 or 3 people who wanted to ask questions. There's one here. The only request is you should ask a question and not make a statement. Yeah, and you should tell whom you are asking the question to. Does somebody have? Who's got the microphone? Okay. Great product, and I want something to be repeated. And then I'm sure the brand is capturing that data, so it can do that. Do you want to add anything there, Guru?
I mean, I was saying category doesn't lend itself for quick commerce today. But who knows, that might be a trend in 10 years from now. People might want to have a jewelry also in quick commerce. But we have certain type of a jewelry which is like 1,500 and below, which is for silver product for gifting occasions, which is a pure gift, quick commerce play. I think they will also evolve over a period of time. I think we will not have monopoly of data for a long time. That may be the case today, but eventually there may be a sweet spot, like you were saying. Either we ourselves find out a way of customers interacting with us, or there is a clause or there is a certain way that they can start sharing some parts of the information. Yeah.
I'm sure Vinod will help in making sure that the packaging is done in such a manner that they get back a lot of data from the customers. So thank you. That's a good thought. It's a food for thought. So thank you. I think we're time's up. If all of you enjoyed it, do feel free to clap well and make sure that these people enjoy it. Please come.